Good evening. This is Kumar Abhishek, and this is the demo lecture regarding the position of academic specialist in mathematics in BYJU'S. So I'll be teaching mensuration, and the topic that I've chosen is related with the finding the area of different objects, be it 2D or 3D, and the simplest of these shapes which we can find in our daily life is the 2D objects like triangles, rectangles, squares. And the 3D objects that we generally find are the cylinders, prisms, and cones. So the mensuration deals with the finding the areas, volume, perimeters of the objects that we come across. So let us start with the simplest of all of them, which is quadrilateral. So the basic definition of a quadrilateral is that it has four sides and which all form a closed figure. So all four sides are completely closed and the sum of its interior angles is 360 degrees. So these two properties are inherent to this quadrilateral. For any 2D object to be a quadrilateral, it should have four sides which should be closed and the sum of all of its interior angle should be 360 degrees. So with that basic definition of a quadrilateral, we'll move towards the first type of quadrilateral, which is a rectangle. So rectangle is a type of quadrilateral in which we have two sides, in which we have opposite sides parallel and adjacent sides perpendicular. So in this figure, as you can find, that we have a rectangle in which the opposite sides are parallel and equal, parallel and equal. So we have two dimensions in this rectangle, which is the first is the length, which is denoted by L, and the second one is the breadth, which is denoted by B. So and the angles between the adjacent sides are 90 degrees. So this is the definition of rectangle, that the opposite sides are equal and parallel. The angle between the adjacent sides are 90 degrees. So the perimeter of the rectangle is the sum of the all of its sides, which is L plus B plus L plus B. So which makes it 2L plus 2B. So 2L plus 2B is the perimeter of a rectangle. Coming to the area of this rectangle, we can divide this rectangle into two halves by drawing a diagonal from one of its vertices to the exactly opposite of its vertices. So it can be divided into two halves, which makes it into the two triangle. So the area of a triangle is half into base into height, and by going with that we have 1 upon 2 into L into B, and since there are two of them, so twice of 1 upon 2 into L into B, that makes it to L into B. That is the area of a rectangle is L into B, that is the length times the breadth. So coming to the second type of quadrilateral that we have is the square. So this is the square that we have. The square is a special type of quadrilateral in which all its sides are equal. Like in rectangle, we have the opposite sides equal, but in the square, we have all the sides equal. So in this example, we have this side equal to L, the adjacent side equal to L, the opposite side equal to L, and then this side again equal to L. So this makes the square a special case of rectangle when the opposite sides are equal and parallel. And likewise in the rectangle also, its adjacent sides are also 90 degrees. So again, going by the same definition of perimeter, that is the sum of all the sides of a closed object, we have L plus L plus L plus L, that is equal to 4L. So 4L is the perimeter of a square. Coming to the area of this square, we have length which is equal to L, and breadth, which is equal to again L. So going by the definition of area, we have L into L, which is L square. So we have got this definition. We have derived this definition again from the definition of rectangle. So these two are the most basic of the quadrilaterals that we find in our daily life.